You know, despite being the god roguelike gamer that I am, in real life, I love sports, physical sports, basketball, baseball. Today we're playing a sporty roguelike game. This is Smash It Wild, a tactical, turn-based volleyball and dodgeball game, where we are going to be upgrading our players to defeat our opponents in an intense roguelike volleyball competition. I'm excited for this one. This video is sponsored. Massive thank you to Goblins for sponsoring this episode. Say it with me, everybody. You all know it by now. Goblins does not publish bad games. They just don't. This game is already very positive rated on Steam. I have been looking forward to it. It was on my top 50 most anticipated games of the year. I'm blessed to be able to be sponsored for a game that I was going to play anyway. Shout out to Goblins. They're awesome. Let's hop in. Let's see what's going on in Smash It Wild, okay? We have a couple different teams we can play as. The Elysians, the Shamans, and the Radiants are all locked to start. And all we have to do is play a game with the Arctics to unlock them. So we'll play as the Arctics. That sounds good. We've got a couple of different abilities. We can push opponents to force them to lose ground. We can create ice slabs to increase our pushing damage. We got a Raptor Awakening ability and all kinds of other stuff. We'll figure out what it all means. I'm playing on the Champions Cup here. I cannot play on these higher level cups probably until we defeat the Champions Cup. And yeah, I mean, we got a couple different guys here. We got Penguin, we got Polar Bear, and we got Fox here. We'll see how they all play. I mean, this is our squad. This is our team. So we are facing off against the dogs, okay? Welcome to the Smash It Wild World Championship. Anything goes. Goal is to score on one of the 6 tiles of the opponent field without letting the opponent receive the ball. Perfect. Players attack in turns from left to right in the order defined at the start of the round as shown. Okay, got it. It's your turn to play. Select an attack and a tile to target. And I can press shift to read those. So we've got a move, allows to move 1 extra tile for 1 stamina and does not end the turn. We have a Frost Bomb that applies push 1 to all opponents in the targeted row. Okay. I'll be interested to understand exactly. So pushes by 1 tile in the attack's direction may provoke a crash. And then the crash, I mean, we're going to find out what crash means, I suppose. So this guy goes first, our Polar Bear. And then the other team gets to go. Then it's back to Penguin. Then it's back to them. Then it's back to me. So left, right, left, right. I'll do a Frost Bomb. I'll put it right here. That's going to apply. So this is 7 damage to the targeted row and column. Bro, that's crazy strong. No, it's 4 damage. I don't know. Let's do it, okay? Attacks reduce the opponent's stamina and apply various effects. Damage is based on the attacker's strength, reduced by the defender's resistance. Gotcha, okay. Upon movement, player loses 1 stamina per cross tile. So we're doing a major spike, and they're defending. I mean, they did a little bump set spike action. Choose a player to receive the ball. Each player has a different move value and needs to be in range to receive. Okay. So the reception right now, you could receive it. I'm trying to understand how you do things. Okay. So you could receive it, but you're going to take a chunk of damage by doing it. You can also, you take 2 stamina to move. This is 1 stamina to move. Our little health value is our stamina. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And then we have this little guy. He's going to take 9. You're going to take 6. I can't see under you, but I can see that you're only taking 1. It makes sense for you to be the one to catch it. The Raptor Awakening attack has the feint effect and can be used to bait an opponent within the range off field. Okay, interesting. So this is feint, and feint allows to aim valid targets off field. Yeah, okay. So I can do that, and I can aim you over here, which means that you're going to end up moving to that position and then getting pushed against the wall, which is going to do even more stamina to you, which is kind of cool. Now, if I were to move to here, that's going to cost me 2 stamina. You are currently not in range to even do it. Okay. Then it makes sense for it to be you. We'll push you back, and then you're going to do a little bump, a little set with the freezing fog attack. The slowed effect will allow you to score on the next turn. Spawn an ice slab on the targeted tile. Okay, yeah. So you're going to go there. This guy's freaking dead, which is good for us. But just kidding, he's back alive. Fair enough. At this point, I mean, you're taking 5, man. But let's do it just because everybody else has already done some stuff. The opponent's left a tile without defense. It's our chance to score. You can check out the analysis of the situation in the rulebook. Oh, you're teaching me stuff as we go here. These would have been useful. A crash. If a player is pushed against an obstacle, they lose 2 stamina per push. If pushed against another player, they both lose that amount. And then when a player reaches 0 stamina, they can no longer move, but they can still receive the ball. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I do want to understand an analysis of the situation, but who can read rules, man? I don't even know how to read. So, Frost Bomb applies push 1 to all opponents in the targeted row. So if I'm targeting this tile, what does the ice do, man? Push players slide an extra tile. So me launching a shot to that tile, they could not defend because this guy couldn't move? Is that an accurate assessment? I don't know. Sure, man, I won. Let's figure this out, okay? I need to be left on my own accord to understand how to succeed. Right now, it feels like I'm studying for my PhD. So I got a little bit of extra currency and things like that. Now we get a new passive. During matches, +1 strength per movement point to Polar Bear. This is a rare ability, it appears. Crash damage increased by 2 per tile. I mean, that seems okay. Attacks apply Frostbite 1. Starting the turn on an ice slab consumes 4 stamina. I mean, I see the synergy because we do have the ice slab that we can put on. So that's interesting. But I mean, this one's rare. Let's take the rare and we'll work around it. Okay. So choose an activity today. We can improve a Wilder's stats. We can go on an adventure to augment my team's strengths, or I can gain some inspiration. So this is our inspiration, currency mainly used for training, and then this is our gold currency mainly used for buying equipment and relics. Okay, fair enough. So our Wilder. Sure, let's improve our Wilder stats. And I can spend 35 to give him a strength. I could spend 50 and 50 to give him resistance, or I can give him 5 regen, and this one's on sale. I mean, that seems like a great option to me. He does have a ton of health. Like, he was the one that... Oh, I can do multiple of these. Okay, yeah, frick it. Give you strength as well. I'm gonna skip on the resistance because I just gave him a ton of regen, and he has a ton of base health. So I feel like the resistance isn't as important, but maybe I'm mistaken. These appear to be locked, which is interesting. So I can only choose to go on adventures to augment my team's strengths today. So let's do it. Assistant coach is organizing an optional specialized training session. Defense and reception, player gains a resistance. That's Penguin. Offensive training, Wolf gains 2 strength, or Polar Bear gains 3 stamina. I'm gonna give our guy 2 strength here. Now, on today's set, we have more team strength augmentations, improving our penguin stats, or buying items for the team. Let's take a look at the shop to understand what we got going on here. Theoretically, I can buy 3 things, which is crazy. So, attacks restore 2 stamina. Attacks apply an out of breath. The next movement consumes 1 additional stamina per tile. Or attacks apply push. And then crash is when they're pushed against an obstacle. Okay, yeah. We're gonna do that for sure. And then, I mean, you might as well grab the rest of these, is my opinion. And then we can start to put these on. So we know that you have Avalanche. So having attacks apply push on you is crazy, right? You do the frost bomb, and so I mean, I guess everything applying out of breath when you push to all opponents in the row seems really good. And then attacks restoring stamina. I mean, it's not really excellent on you, especially when you have a ton of stamina, man. Like, you have freaking no stamina. Okay, this is interesting. You got a lot of strength, though. Things we can think about as time goes on. I'm okay with this for now. I mean, we got everybody some stuff. Fan would like to give you a relic. Absolutely. What do you got? Gain United Charge. Ending the turn on the same row as a teammate gives 2 strength. Okay. Sure. Let's go fight these guys. And let's utilize our newfound abilities to understand what the heck we're dealing with here. So this is our squad. It's your first match against other Wilders, another tournament's favorite. In a match against Wilders, you need to win 2 rounds. Losing a round is fine, but losing 2 means you're out. Okay. Select my players, place them where I want to put them. So I could move them around. I feel like I like a little staggered approach here, man. Seems fine. Let's run it like this. So you're going. I can apply. So spawning an ice slab seems like a really good idea. Like, I would personally like to push like an ice slab smack dab in the middle. Just feels good. It also then pushes him into him. He's now out of stamina, which was insanely good. Now we move him up because we don't necessarily want our guys. I gotta pay attention to what they're doing, because if they're pushing, it's going to push me back. But I'm not necessarily having to be pushed back if they're not doing a push attack, right? So in this scenario, I'm setting it to him again. So I can create another ice slab, which is kinda sick, okay? Because I could... Here, he has to move all the way up. It's going to create another ice slab up there. He can still catch. He just can't attack, right? So you're doing a boggy backhand. Fair enough. Applying a slime puddle to the target. Player on the tile loses 2 resistance, gains an aiming each time they lose stamina. What the heck is aiming, brother? I got no clue. We'll never know. Okay. This guy can't move there. You can move there. You can also move there. You have more regen. So let's move you there. You'll catch. I think you have regen. Right? You've got 11 regen. Stamina gained at the end of each round. You got 11 freaking regen. That's crazy to me. We're setting it to Old Polar Bear. Apply a push 1 to all opponents in the target row. This is where I'm gonna tell you, we put it right here. This goes freaking nuts because I'm hitting all of them, man. Right? Now what's this? Spawn an ice slab on a random tile. No. You're gonna go right there and push all of them up, which messes you all up. We got people off the damn table now. This guy is currently going to get pushed back like a lot. These guys could swap up. This would allow, if you're setting, who do you set to? You would set, I mean, I guess you're setting to Wolf, maybe? Or your Fox? Sorry, it's the same thing in my brain. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to have him do it. You're setting to him, which is allowing Fox to go. Yeah. I'm following. He's way out of reach. Which means if I can send the ball, spawn an ice slab. He's losing 12 if I push it here. That seems like really good to me. And now we have a fairly decent opening right here that we could attack. I want to just catch it with this guy. And then this is going to Pangu. I can target... This allows me to target a off field spot. I mean, nobody can get it right here because it's on an ice slab and that guy can't move. So that's a win for me. Okay, yeah. I scored a point. And then you regen your stamina. We go again, man. I can pick a new passive, sure. +1 strength per ice slab on the field. That's okay. That's completely okay. Start of the turn, push the first opponent by 1 tile along their row, and you have extra crash damage. Okay, yeah, seems super reasonable to me. Start again. I mean, this movement went fine. I will keep them exactly where they were. What are you doing, Toad Boy? You got aiming. Increases incoming damage by 1 per aiming. Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. We want to get ice slabs on tiles, okay? Their stamina is also completely fricked. So you're going to go here, which now puts you all into a row. And it's setting us up for Polar Bear, which is going to go really well. I need you to snag that. You're bump setting to Polar Bear, who's going to come up and do a push 1 to all opponents in the space. And I am going to do it to this guy because I want to take the most health off of him because I can get him closer to death. Death is a strong word. I'm not trying to kill them. I'm just trying to get them to run out of stamina, aka kill them. Okay. Curve shot doing 8 damage or an ice slab. I mean, no matter what, y'all are getting to where you need to be, but I'm going to tell you, if I put this up here in the top corner, you stop it, you crash. He's now going to be out of stamina in a second. That makes it really hard for them to defend these tiles up here. I mean, it's going to be mighty tough. Your resistance is super low. I need your resistance to cover it, especially his health is a little down for the count. But then Pangu, I mean, I target right here. You both are fainted. You can't get there. So this is the easiest victory of all time. Your team is booty, unfortunately. I'm winning the whole dang thing. I'm going to the championship. This is the squad, man. This is the squad. Okay, I understand. Unlock sponsorship contracts to gain extra rewards. That sounds cool. I would like to do that. New ability. Remove all ice slabs. Deal 1 extra damage and apply push 1 per removed ice slab. No, I kind of want ice slabs. Spawn an ice slab and apply frostbite. Yeah. That's the play for sure. I like that a good deal. Teach your players a new attack. Win a random piece of equipment or gain some inspiration. I'll get a random piece of equipment. Wind gloves. Attacks apply push 2. Yeah, that's good. Attacks restore 5 stamina to adjacent teammates. My dudes aren't always next to each other. Apply frostbite 2. This is also good. I do think that the wind gloves are more fun, so I'm going to take them. I can also then... These are my wind gloves that are applying push 2. And I'm going to put them on here because those are better than my wind gloves 1, okay? Let's grant your players passives during training. Okay, yeah. I got 173 big ones, man. Let's take a look. At the start of the round, apply slowed to a random. Dude, -1 range on next move is so strong. It's like so strong. At the start of the turn, heal 1 per ice slab. I just don't think this guy needs it, is the thing. I think this is like crazy good, and for it being on sale, I think it's even better, man. Okay, let's do a training match here against the kittens of all love and happiness. What's going on here? Move. Each player can move during their turn. Cost 1 stamina. Yeah, I get it, brother. Okay, keep the squad in the position they're in. I like it a lot. You've got feint, which allows you to aim valid targets off field. Yeah, we get it. I gotta isolate y'all. Well, you know what? We're gonna create the ice slab on a random tile. I am going to move this guy all the way up there. We're just gonna whittle him down a little bit. I gotta get them into a position. This is gonna hurt, but that's fine. Ah, it's not that bad. It didn't have push, so it didn't affect me that much. Okay, what do you got here? Out of breath. Yeah, good. Do you have that, or are you applying that? My stuff applies push. You are applying that, I think. You're doing furball on your next turn, because you go next. So you're going to apply me out of breath, where my next movement consumes 1 additional stamina. We need to make sure our guys are spread out here. I actually like the way that they're sitting, because them being split out is going to enable us to cover all possible ground to catch because they're feinting off screen a ton. Spawn an ice slab on the target tile. Apply frostbite to opponents adjacent to the target. We're gonna do that to you to wipe you out, and then apply frostbite to you. And we now have ice on that tile, which is great. This is very, very good. I need you to cover this. We have issues on the back rank, but we'll figure that out here soon. Then we are going to apply... What are you doing here? You're going to be doing feint and doing push. This is what's concerning me, is you're going to be targeting these... I mean, if you target this, I'm kind of cooked, actually. I think I need to move you back to here. I'm actually like I'm a little afraid of that. I would like to push him off the map and have the ice tile. You're targeting this tile? That's not a problem for me. I just move you up slightly. And then we just, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I target, like, I can't target there. I can't target there. But if I target this all the way up here, man, this feels like I have created a very large opening down here where they simply can't get there. This actually worried me a lot. But this is why I got the guys split up the way that I do. So it's all right. See, like, your stamina is just absolutely cooked. I mean, you can't defend it. You can't defend it. Okay. It took a little bit. Them feinting is honestly, like, it's a little janky for sure. It has me on ice. It's got me skating, man. But we cover it. We just got to spread out our guys. That's all. +1 resistance per ice slab on the field. I don't mind it. When the player moves, they generate an ice slab on the opponent's field. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's, like, really good. We're going to take that. All of our upgrades are just scaling, like, into each other. It's really solid. Okay. What do we want here? The passives are really good. I got 183 big ones, too. I think it's reasonable. Start of the turn, heal 1 per ice slab. Again, I mean, I get it, okay? I do. I think this is good. I need to improve his stamina, for sure. I'm still going to buy that, and I am going to buy this as well, because I think that having people incapable of moving where they can't cover the ground needed is disgusting. I mean, it's, like, really, really good. Okay, I lose United Charge, which has been giving me strength, but I gain 100 gold and 200. How about I just lose my Wind Gloves 1 and get 250 gold? That seems like a very reasonable approach. And then I can take that gold to buy some new stuff. What do you got? The Gauntlets. Apply Sickness. Start of their next turn, lose 2 stamina and remove 1 stamina from adjacent teammates. So I would apply Sickness. That's pretty awesome for sure. Ending the turn adjacent to a teammate restores stamina. I'm going to buy that because it just rocks and I have the money for it. Attacks apply 2 sickness. Okay. Attacks restore 3 stamina to adjacent teammates. I just, like, I like covering as much ground as possible, so them being adjacent I don't care for. These can be okay, but, I mean, brother, we can only put 1 set of gloves on. The heavy gauntlets are probably not as good as the sickness gauntlets. So I guess we're going to replace... We're going to replace those. And the attack applies sickness. And my attack... I guess the attack would only hit 1 person, but it applies the push. It's not an AoE attack. It's an AoE push. The attack is still a single target, I guess. But there is something... there was something there, for sure. Okay, who's this squad, man? Start of the round spawn 3 solar traps. Okay, here we go. Increase max solar energy by 2. Solar energy is the Radiance team energy that upgrades their attacks. If the toucan is receiving the ball, +1 solar energy. Okay, they're going to be doing some wacky stuff that I'm not positive I understand. You have lit my place on fire. +1 solar energy if an opponent stands on that tile at the end of their turn. Frick you, brother. So you really want me to move is what's happening here. I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. And then... And every time he moves... Nah, I mean, I do want to do that, man. I do want to do that. That is a funky way of knowing where the ice is going to spawn, I suppose. But I do want to move you there. Then I just can't move. It's 1 move per turn. We're going to spawn an ice slab here and apply frostbite to both of your friends. Okay. And it pushes you way the heck back, which is kind of sick too. And technically, like, restored stamina, I think, to these guys because of the passes we have. There's a lot of things going on here that I have to balance. We're going to move you up to there. Jesus, man, the whole place is on fire. Okay. We are going to... I mean, I can just full-on push you, and it'll knock you out. I'm just not necessarily sure that I love that. I think I'd rather just create the ice slab on a random tile here. Up there is okay. I need the... I don't know. I would have preferred it on the main court, because I don't think that I can win by targeting off-field. Like, that's just a foul if I do that, or a fault, or... I don't know volleyball terms, okay? Move you to here. These guys are now getting their radiant energy very, very high, which is freaking me out a little. This can spawn an ice slab on a random tile. I think that I would like to... Oh, you're also doing the sickness nonsense. Oh, dude, that's applying sickness to him. So that does work like that. Okay, cool. So if I do it here, actually, it applies it to all of you, because you have to move down, and then it hits both of you. So you now die, which is cool. I mean, dude, this is actually excellent. You're doing a massive attack. You got 9 strength. Holy crap. I mean, this guy will literally just, like, perish if he does that. So let's do this. That's fine. You had a lot of energy doing that one. But I'm going to tell you that you guys are a little cooked here. Because you target this tile and we push him back. And now you got 2 guys on the back rank, both knocked out. That's very good for us. Now, I'll tell you what is not good for us is this right now. Because he is now wiped out. Their radiant power has been completely destroyed. I will say this guy is somehow living, which is an absolute miracle. But he's not going to live past this turn, right? You just need to not target a tile that really hurts me, we're gonna do that. And then they're cooked, man. I mean, they can't move. They can't move. It's all over. That's a heck of a fight, though, man. The Radiant lads, they know how to freaking play. They got to figure it out. Okay, new passive, all attacks pushed by one tile. Just take it and go, man. That's obviously so good, it's crazy. I have made the wolf the strongest person of all time. Am I upset about that? No, not even a little. I'm super pleased. Start by... he's got so much resistance. If I do this, I hit both of you for a decent chunk. I think I like that. Hit him for 7. Get the push into the second guy to hit him for 2. We do a little knockback damage. They're gaining their radiant energy, which is still, like, real freaking annoying, bro. It's really annoying. You catch that. It gets you off of the fire tile as well. And then you go for a big-time push, man. I mean, this is such a good play here. We sicken everybody. We knock out 2 of them, I'm pretty sure, with this. Or he will be knocked out on his turn, right? He's now dying. Good. Yeah, I mean, this is not excellent. It's got to be this guy, but he's pretty down for the count. All we have to do is target. I mean, they will all get wiped out. If I target this tile, they're kind of cooked. Okay. You're getting pushed. I got 3 dudes knocked out over here. All I got to do is catch this, and then they can't hang. They can't hang. Feint it down to here, and bump set spike. Good night, my sweet princes. The squad's good. I mean, this squad is good. We will not lose. I just don't see a path to losing. I will say I know what I need to improve. Aiming at an ice slab destroys it and grants sequence. The player repeats the attack, dealing half the damage. Holy crap. I don't want to remove ice. I mean, this is really good. I don't want to remove ice slabs though. Let's just go for the predatory fierceness or whatever that was. I really want to train this guy. I think that's our best case scenario. Let's get a random piece of equipment. Attacks apply frostbite 2. It's good. We do already have vampire gloves, so that's just an upgrade. Attacks apply fragile. Next crash damage is doubled. Now, give me the vampire gloves. We're just going to slowly increment our existing gloves up. I like how they're going. Augment our strengths. 50 gold, but I gain sneaky aim. Attacks from outside the field gain push. That's completely fine. 50 gold, but I gain gauntlets 3. Which is then sickness 3. Which would be 3 stamina, I guess. Or I can just get a random relic. I mean, we have the gold, man. Let's do sneaky aim for the relic. I would like to... I mean, bro, I really wanted to train this guy to get some more stamina. What's coming here? Fan giving you a relic. Team strength. This is... We need to hit this, which means I need inspiration. Let's just get inspiration, man. I'm going to gain 100. That way, when we get to physical enforcements, we're like, good to go and should hopefully succeed. I like this. I think this went fine. This guy's stamina is my only concern, man. Okay, you got leftovers. Raccoons gain resistance. These are the raccoons. They gain resistance if they don't have it already. And resistance is double the player's resistance until they receive damage. Wow, okay. Fair enough. We need to get ice slabs on tiles. I'm going to go for maximum damage here. You're going to have to move to collect that and then hit you for a couple. Yeah, iced up there is not super intriguing to me, but that's okay. Let's move you up. You'll catch bump set spike. Goes to Wolf. Obviously, Wolf is, he's our guy. He's our guy. Spawn an ice slab on a target tile. Apply frostbite to it. If I do this, you actually don't take damage. If you, all of you are so resistant. Holy crap, you're so resistant. Maybe I have to not knock you out, which is kind of crazy to think about, but maybe I just have to get you slowed down to the point where you can't get to a tile. Like, is this a viable approach? We're going to back you up, even though I don't necessarily love it. Okay, here comes the spike. Applying push right here sends all of them in a different direction and applies sickness. This way, we're at least killing their stamina from the sickness since they're so resistant, right? I kind of like this approach. Now, to Pengu, this is where a feint all the way up here pushes that guy out of this area. You know, I got two guys on the back rank. We've slowed down the one a little. I mean, this guy's kind of back to where he needs to be. Move him up. We're creating a hole down here, which I don't love. He's knocked out. This is very good for us. Yeah, this is very good. We can just take this tile. Okay. There were like no concerns on this one. We got that guy in the corner. I mean, look, if we can get a guy into the corner, it is not possible for them to succeed. I mean, they will just be stuck. +1 strength per ice slab. Yeah. You know what? We are putting ice slabs down. I think that's valuable. Fan giving me a relic. Yeah. Chronic Deception. Every 4th attack gains feint. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not too excited about that. Upgrading this guy. I would like to improve. These are all bad. They're not all bad. This is good. This is good. And I mean, brother, you might as well do this. It's the final round, right? Here we go. It's the boss. Let's see what you guys can do. I really wanted to improve his stamina, but I think it gonna be fine, okay? I think it gonna be fine. What's your vibe? At the start of the round, spawn 4 totems on random tiles. Okay. Start of the turn, deal 1 scared to all opponents if the moose isn't exhausted. If they're exhausted, you spawn a totem and 2 spirits. And you have Bad Omen. At the start of the turn, apply 2 Haunted to a random opponent. And when a player receives Haunted 3, they lose 5 stamina. Okay, you guys are doing a lot here. Like a lot. So you're the moose. You're the one who is... No, you're the... Who... You're the moose. If you're not exhausted, you spawn totems and spirits. Okay, this seems like a mess, to be honest with you. We're going to keep the squad how we've had them, but they're going to be summoning things and doing stuff. Place a totem on the player's row and column. Okay. Well, we do what we do best for right now, which is let's get status effects on people. This is not going to apply Frostbite unless I do it. This will apply to this guy, but it wouldn't have applied it to both of them had the moose done that. This guy also is crazy movement. I guess he's only got 2 movement. You're leaving this tile like very open for me right now, which I appreciate. Okay, little feint attack. You've spawned some stuff over here, man. What is this stuff? I don't know, but I do need. Well, Pengu doesn't need to do anything. I actually can just take a point. I was gonna say they left me this area, man. The moose is too slow; he can't get there, and then you can't get through the ice. Okay, yeah. Don't overthink it. Go with the easy approach. Okay, attacks apply Frostbite 1. It's good. It is good. 2 strength per ice slab on the field. Start of the turn, push the first opponent 2 tiles along their row. I just think that pushing them around to get them out of position while maintaining me in a healthy position is... I just think it's the best possible scenario. I don't need to move him. I just want to create an ice slab on a random tile. And we are going to... This isn't pushing or anything. I can move him up to there, which is going to do 6 damage to him. We're going to keep them all next to each other. The idea here is that polar bears should be able to apply a major sickness here on the next one. I also really should be catching these with the wolf, because the wolf, when he moves, is applying ice to the field, which is a good point. This is where if I do this, they're all getting sickness and getting pushed out of the way, which is just excellent. It's just excellent. Now, you have applied some totemy nonsense to me. You're applying Haunted. When a player reaches Haunted 3, they lose 5 stamina. So I'm currently Haunted 2, which is fine. You're now out in the boondocks, which is fantastic for me. Spawn an ice slab on the targeted tile. This is a really, really difficult scenario for this guy right now. Like, this tile is really not defendable at all with this guy knocked out. I mean, this is a you attack for 14. This is a big play. I'm gonna swap you guys, which spawns another ice because he moves, and then I'm just gonna be real with you. You can come all the way down? Okay, that's shocking to me. I could just hit the moose, dude. They can't cover it. They straight up can't cover it. This tile is not coverable. Just kidding. He's there. I gotta wipe out their whole team. That's fine. This point has been a lot sketchier. I'm not gonna lie. But doesn't mean that we aren't going to get it figured out. Okay. If I do this, I will now have slowed you. I will have sickened you. I will have... You're so messed up. I have to imagine that I can target this and succeed, man. Right? Bump it, set it, and frickin' finish it, man. I was gonna say, we have to have a solution here. They're so wiped out with ice, and 2 of the guys were exhausted. I mean, it was a disaster for them. Okay, thank you for the points. I have won the Champions Cup, which is very exciting. I will say that we were playing on like mega easy mode on that one, which is fun. I can use my glory to attract sponsors and sign contracts. So these are some, there's all kinds of stuff here. Unlock 1 relic for the Arctics. I get an assistant at the start of the tournament. I don't even know what that means. Unlock a new relic. Start a game with 15 extra gold. Start a game with, there's all kinds of things for us to unlock here. I mean, look, let's unlock a new relic. So that unlocked teamwork, I guess. And then let's unlock another relic, Winter's Edge. I know we got more stuff that we can unlock over time. But now we've also unlocked the ability to play as the Elysians, who reinforce themselves progressively to dominate, increase damage dealt to opponents. So they've got some aiming and feinting. They got more. They're definitely a very aiming focused build, which is cool. And some taunt. Dude, taunt's a crazy idea in this game. Because you can basically force them to send it to a certain person, which gives you complete control over where the ball's going. That's kind of fun, actually. Shamans, these guys just spawn the spirits. Okay, yeah. And the spirits press against players passing through their tile and apply the haunted to them. So it's kind of, I mean, it's like a poison approach, right? Which is kind of interesting. Then power totems that increase outgoing damage. That's unique too. And then the moose, man, who can dump out totems, and the totems affect in certain ways depending on how many of them I play. 1 extra damage per spirit. This is a complex team to run. And then who are the Radiants? This is Toucan Man. So these are the solar energy. Yeah. So I can consume the solar to launch devastating attacks, and every time I use certain abilities, I'm gaining the solar. That's cool too. I mean, dude, it's interesting. They've created a very fascinating little tactical game here because it's utilizing a lot of the same ideas from tactical games, but they've managed to wrap it all in a volleyball game, which I think is such a cool idea. That's Smash It Wild. Go check it out. I'll have a link to this in the description down below where you can play it for yourself. Thanks again to Goblins for sponsoring this episode of Smash It Wild. I'm going to be playing a little more of this, I think, because I think it's an interesting and funky little game. So check it out for yourself. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.